Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. The guy in the picture right there, not Luis Enrique, not Ashraf Hakimi, but Nasser Al-Khelaifi is an absolute genius, an absolute mastermind. Nasser Al Khalaifi. For the people that don't know, if you go back and watch my videos regarding the Ousmane Dembélé injury, you would have seen how frustrated I was and how frustrated Nasser Al Khalaifi was in the Paris Saint-Germain management, because we had multiple times warned the French national team about Desire Doué and Ousmane Dembélé's health, that they should not be training as quickly, they should not be playing as much as they did. Deschamps, the French Federation, didn't even look at that, and bam, Doué is out for 4 weeks and Ousmane Dembélé is out for 6 weeks. And we obviously saw that Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser Al Khelaifi, sent a letter to the French Federation. And then I think like the president of the French Federation came out and said, no, I have full trust in Deschamps and his staff. They won't do anything wrong, la la la. Well, Nasser Al Khelaifi just did the biggest power move there is. Let's take a look at it. So, UEFA took advantage of its recent executive committee meeting in Tirana, Albania. So they had a recent executive committee and they took advantage of that to discuss the idea of a new coordination protocol between clubs and national teams, in which PSG president Nasser Al Khelaifi participated. Nasser Al Khelaifi. So we obviously know that clubs have been complaining about injuries for international break for a very long time. But I think with the recent Dembélé and Doué injury, the pressure from Paris Saint-Germain and Nasser Al Khelaifi, UEFA had to act. In the coming weeks, UEFA's medical department will begin a broad roundtable discussion to advance this matter. It could thus become more involved in the future in the relationships between the various entities. So what this is basically, back in the day or now, the national team has a lot of power. The club doesn't have that much of power. If they select a player, he has to go. It's very hard for a team to neglect that invitation for the player, apart from Real Madrid. They fake injuries all the time. But instead of faking injuries, no, Paris Saint-Germain, Nasser Al Khelaifi had this meeting with UEFA, and now UEFA will intervene. UEFA will intervene. If PSG say, you know what, we don't want Dembélé here, we saw what happened last time, la la la, UEFA could then intervene and tell the French Federation, no, Ousmane Dembélé would not be participating in this international break because la 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 la, and Paris Saint-Germain have the right authority. So I like that UEFA are getting into this, because I think the national teams, not just for this example of French Federation with Ousmane Dembélé and Desire Doué, but other national teams, we've seen them not be cautious, not taking care of the club players, and then the club, being extremely mad. But we got even more. From 2026 until 2030, there will no longer be a window for international matches. However, the November international window is indeed maintained. During the September international window, the period will last 16 days with an organization of a maximum of 4 matches from the start of the season. And now we get to this report. UEFA and their medical department are set to examine relations between clubs and national teams. Preliminary discussions regarding a coordination protocol were brought up during today's executive committee that took place in Tirana, Albania. Nasser Al Khelaifi was present at the committee, la 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 la. So I think, unfortunately, I saw a report about it. I didn't bookmark it, and now I can't find it because it was in French and I translated it. But what the other report that I read said, we have a September international break, we have an October international break, and we have a November international break. The November one will stay as it is, but the October and September one will come together, and I think up to 4 games will be played because it's 2 games every international break. So instead of a September and an October international break, we'll just have a September international break with 4 games. And this is something that a lot of football supporters have been saying for a very long time. Why don't we just put them together and it becomes an actual big international break? And then the players don't have to travel every single month from and go, and all the injuries and all of that's happened. So huge play from Nasser Al Khelaifi here. Huge pressure from Nasser Al Khelaifi here. He was not kidding when he told the French Federation, what you guys did to Ousmane Dembélé, Desire Doué, 2 Paris Saint-Germain assets, and 2 human beings. Like, that's why I don't understand. Paris Saint-Germain are cautious and take care of Dembélé and Desire Doué. These are 2 national French players as well. I don't understand why the French Federation, when they saw Doué and Dembélé get injured, why didn't they get mad? Why didn't they get, something must have happened wrong, let's see what happens, this is unacceptable, this can't keep going? No, they're like, oh, we have full trust in Deschamps and his staff, and So Nasser Al-Khelaifi, absolutely huge. UEFA to intervene now, so clubs have more power when it comes to players going to the international team, especially if they're injured or we want to be cautious with them. And the second thing is the September and the October international break from 2026 until 2030 at least will be combined for one international break. I think this is absolutely great news. Yes, the international break will be longer. We'll be missing club football for a while, but I mean, it would just be the exact same. Instead of waiting 2 times, we wait 1 time a bit longer, and this hopefully will prevent injuries as the Dembele and the Zidane one. Because as I said, I accepted Dembele and Doué being injured for a long time ago, that we're going to be missing them for a lot of games. I've accepted that a while ago. But what I did not accept and what I would never accept is Didier Deshamps and the French Federation staff treatment towards the 2 Parisians. Absolutely embarrassing from the French Federation in that moment. But a huge player from Nasser Al Khalaifi, and he's not playing around. And I'm very happy with that, because when I made the video when they got injured, I said, Nasser, you got to do something. Nasser went big blow. This is the strongest man in football, showcasing his power for the better of the sport. For the better of the sport. You know, so many non-PSG fans say, oh, Nasser this, Nasser that. This guy he's improving football. This guy was the strongest reason for the Super League not happening. Apart from, you know, fans protesting and so on, but like a club president that was against it, a powerful man that was against the Super League, it was Nasser Al Khelaifi. Nasser Al Khelaifi. What a great gesture. What a great power move. And yeah, hopefully we don't have to see the Ousmane Dembélé Zidane situation once again. That's been from boy PSG, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and these great news. And as usual, allez Paris.